Hi Tarot Rebels, welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. I'm Kayla from Tarot Rebel, and today I will try to channel your wishes and your manifestations because we have this blue moon happening on the 31st of October, and this is also a full moon, and it's the second one in the month of October. So we had one on the 1st of October, now we have one on the 31st. It's a very rare occurrence, but this means that the veil is between this realm and the spirit realm is thinner now, so messages come through with more ease, and coincidences and synchronicities happen a lot more. And this is a good moment if you want to make that special wish, to start working on that manifestation exercise, to listen to your guides and help you guide your way. So today, as usual, we have 3 groups, and you have this clear quartz as for the group 1. We have this rose quartz for group 2, and we have this tourmaline stone for group 3. Take your time, choose whatever group calls to you the most, and if you need to pause the video, please do so and follow your intuition, let it guide you to the message that you need to hear the most. Of course, if you're inclined to choose 2 or more of the groups, you're free to do so. And once you've decided which group you're drawn to, please go to the timestamps and the comment section down below, because I will leave the timestamps for each of the groups. Take what resonates with you. Please remember that this is always about your own power and how you decide to use it, right? Okay. Hi, group 1. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what you are wishing for and what you're trying to manifest in your life on this blue moon. And please remember that if the message doesn't resonate fully with you, you might not need to hear this message at this moment. This is a timeless reading. Please remember that you can choose another group if you feel so inclined. So let's get started. This is the clear quartz group. Okay, so we get talent, fogged in, man holding a coin, envious gluttony, and elegance. It's a mixture of things that you're wishing for, group 1. Because of the blue moon, it's only fair that some of us want to explore our hidden talents, or become more creative, or use our creativity in a different way. So it's a good moment to explore that. It's a good moment to listen to that, to download those messages from the spirits and from the angels, and use that passion and that creativity in your day-to-day life to help you grow your talent. I can see here that your main focus is not necessarily, I don't know, some of you might be artists, but others, you might be crafters, and maybe you're afraid that this might not be successful, especially because of this man holding a coin here. And what I'm hearing here is, yes, you have what it takes, but you need to take your time to develop more. It's not going to be financially successful from the first try. And as anything, any art, any craft, any trade we have in our power to do, it needs time to polish it in a way. Interesting is that you have this envious gluttony card here, and this is the Dark Shadows deck, which I want to use, and I'm gonna try and read this meaning for you. So this the moon phase corresponding to this card is the waxing moon phase, and it corresponds to the stage of grief denial. So the sentence is, there is hunger sleeping just under the surface like an animal lurking. And the visual seed is a man rotting, sickly skin and yellow eyes. He dresses in tatters and sticky blood runs down his chin. He has clawed feet and a crown of a skeleton alligator jaw. The upper part of his head, the lower part of his chest like a gaping mouth. And to me, this speaks volumes about the dangers of being too successful, because what you have, your talent, possibly your financial and critical acclaim, might be causing other people to feel envious of you. It's different from jealousy, because jealousy, it's normal to be jealous. Oh, I'm looking at that person, I'm thinking, oh my god, they are so good at painting, I wish I had that talent. But if you're envious of someone, you think, oh my god, I'm so envious of that person, I deserve more recognition than they have. It's a very negative spin on things, and we can easily fall into that trap because it's such a slippery slope for most of us. But I see you here wanting grace and elegance in your life, wanting to avoid conflict as much as possible, not to create any tension within you or within your relationships with others. And it's only normal, because I can see here that you don't take well to the material world. So I kind of get, based on these two cards, I kind of get the impression that your energy is a very idealistic one, and it's very difficult for you to get stuck in this grounded world of ours, right? Okay, I'll try and clarify. I'm gonna use a newer deck of mine. This is the Gorgon's Tarot deck. It's a very massive deck. As you can see, it's very difficult to shuffle. I pre-shuffled it, but oops. I always like to shuffle them on camera. Okay, sorry. And I'll try and clarify some of these cards with the Gorgon deck. Tell me more about the envious gluttony, please. Let's see how to avoid this emotion. We get the Emperor. So people perceive you weak, and then it's very easy for them to think of you as a prey. But if you stand your ground and show them who's in charge, so if you show them how much you trust your talents, how much you trust your grace and your vulnerability as a strength point, I think this is what will get you noticed in a good way by others. Let's see. How can group 1 achieve their desired results with this talent card? Okay, so you get the Six of Pentacles. This is you listening to others. This is you trying to feel inspired by others as well, and not necessarily think of yourself as being the bee's knees. It's not that you don't recognize your talent. It's just the fact that you know who you are, and you accept others for who they are, and you use them as an inspiration, and you hope that they're an inspiration for you as well. Okay, let's see. What do we get here? We get the Queen of Swords, and I think this is a very good message for this. Fogged in, go slow, take time. This Queen of Swords is a very determined energy, and you need to keep your eyes on a prize and never forget what's the end goal for you. But at the same time, you don't have to give up anything in your energy or in your that benefits you, just to make room for others, like I'm trying to make room for my cards now. Okay, what's the advice for the man holding a coin for group 1? You get the Wheel of Fortune. So initially this will start as you wanting to see some financial benefits from your endeavors, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think in time you will have to take some risks, and possibly you will be guided by someone more mature to help you make the right decisions from a business point of view. Okay, for the Elegance card, you get the Six of Wands. This is interesting because you have 2 sixes here, 2 major arcanas, and the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of triumph in your cards, and there's a lot of confidence, quiet determination, quiet focus. This is your prize. This is what you want. This is what you want to achieve through it, and this is what you want to accomplish spiritually for yourself. You want to avoid any envy, any stagnation, any lack of clarity, any lack of passion, but your focus is the same through and through, and you will follow it as much as possible. Okay, let's see. What's preventing your talent? For group 1, what's preventing achieving their goal? Let's see. You get the Five of Pentacles. It makes sense because financially, people in the arts and in the crafts right now, they are suffering, especially financially. And I think with a lot of people suffering from an economic point of view, this might explain why you are a bit cautious when approaching this. And it's understandable because it doesn't seem like the proper environment to try and do that now. But at the same time, your focus is still that. There's nothing you can do about it, but go for it. And this Wheel of Fortune supports that decision for you. What's against financial growth for group 1? You get the Fool. It's because this is a new endeavor for you, and I think it's more often than not, it's your own brain trying to stop yourself from doing it. But this Fool, it's a good reminder that we need to take the leap of faith to achieve what we want to achieve. And actually, this is what you want to achieve, and unless you do it, you will only have what ifs, right? Okay. How can group 1 avoid envy? The Wheel of Fortune again. It's a risk you have to take. It's a risk you have to take, and you I think you have the tools with this Emperor here, or you have the guidance to do it. I get strong Aries vibe from this. You have the tools to do it. You just have to trust it, trust the process, trust the method, and take that leap of faith with the Fool, with the Wheel of Fortune, because this great risk will come with great achievements. Okay, what else do I want to know? What's against group 1's integrity and grace and moral compass? You get the Ace of Wands. This is like a warning for me. You might be consumed too fast, too soon, and this is a reiteration that you need to go slow and take time. I understand you want to do this. I understand you see yourself as successful. The fears you have are normal, but you need to remember that sometimes passion can be destroying for us. What's against Group 1's timeline? You get the Knight of Wands. You might be easily distracted by things, and I get strong fire energy from you. You have a lot of wands in this reading, and especially this Emperor reminds me of Aries. But you want things to happen very fast, and this is not the case, and you might be disappointed if they don't happen when you want them to happen. So please remember that for things to grow, they need time, and you need to allow yourself this space to grow. Let's see. Tell me some advice for Group 1. Give me some advice for Group 1, please. Give me advice for Group 1, please. Yeah, you get the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Hermit. Keep your focus, keep your interest alive, and most of all, don't share it with anyone. You have all the tools within you to make yourself grow and to make yourself achieve what you want to achieve, but don't share that with anyone. It's like I hear this saying a lot, and now I cannot stop thinking of it. Move in silence, Group 1, because it doesn't serve you to share this with anyone. Give me one last piece of affirmation for Group 1, please. Okay, you want to jump. Fine. So, what did I say? What did I say? I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. So you need to slow down and listen, but don't share with others. That's it for you, Group 1. Take what resonates with you. This is always about your own power and how you decide things to go. I hope to see you in another video. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Thank you so much for joining me. If you chose the rose quartz crystal, welcome. Let's see what you're wishing for and manifesting in your life on this blue moon. Please remember that some messages might not be for all of you, so if it doesn't resonate, please feel free to choose a different timestamp and go to a different group. Let's see what we have here. So you get peace, stepping into your power, anxiety, colorless angel, and protection. You need your healing, Group 2. You're healing, and you need peace, and you're trying to grow into your power, and you're trying to let go of anxiety, you're trying to let go of any negativity that might come your way, but what you actually need and want is protection from the angels, right? So I want to read more about this colorless angel card. It's from this nice deck called Dark Mirror, and it's one of my favorite, but sometimes it's so bleak. It's good to remind ourselves that even if we wish for good things like peace, power, protection, we still need to deal with the negative aspects of our lives, like anxiety, like this. This card corresponds to the first quarter of the moon, and its grief stage is denial. It is better not to feel rather than feeling pain. So these two cards, I get very strong emotions from them. It's no wonder you want peace and protection and power, and you want to be guarded from the pain. And let's see if we can do something about it. I'm gonna use the Gorgons Tarot. It's one deck that I just bought, and I've been using it a lot for myself. It's very difficult to shuffle, so I pre-shuffled it, but I'm still gonna try and get 1 or 2 jumpers, even though it's difficult. How can group 2 move on from this bleak energy? You get the Judgment card. It's interesting. You need to make an assessment of yourself and others, and how their actions impacted you and how your actions impacted them. And this Judgment card is a very, very tricky card to deal with. It is always a strong reminder that sometimes our actions have consequences and we need to deal with that accordingly. How can group 2 move on from anxiety, please? How can group 2 move on from anxiety? Wow. So in tarot, the 9 of Swords represents anxiety, and it was clarified by the 9 of Swords. I think this is a time where you need to just face your demons and make the right judgment calls for your life, to clean your life in a good way, to be able to achieve this peace and protection. Interesting. So you get peace, power, and protection, 3 P's, and you got anxiety and the 9 of Swords, a 9 and an 18, which is the double. So you actually need to double your efforts to confront your fears in order for you to heal from it. And then you get the card number 10, Colorless Angel, and then you get the Judgment card with this massive angel figure here coming to assess everyone. And this is card number 20. There's a lot of connections within your card, so maybe you need to maybe your name is something with a P, and this is relevant to you, or the numbers 9, 18, 10, 20 might mean something to you. So keep that in mind. How can group 2 step into their power? Because this card says you are strong beyond measure, but you don't see it. You're in this negative energy. Okay. You get the King of Swords. You need to trust you. Trust yourself and believe that you can achieve whatever you need to achieve. Your determination and focus and integrity will be pivotal in you achieving this peace. How can group 2 achieve the peace they want? You get the Empress. Interesting. You have to create it for yourself. That's what I'm hearing. It's easier said than done to go ahead and do it, but you need to birth this peace and create it for your own benefit. Think of it like that. If you have a cluttered space, what do you need to do? You need to declutter it, right? No one else will come and rearrange your furniture and your possessions around you. You have to do it yourself. But you need to remember that you have the grace, the beauty, the power to do as you please with your own environment. How can group 2 get protection from their angels and guardians? You get the 10 of Cups. It's a reiteration of if you put in the work here, you will get this happiness here. I think you need protection from your family and friends. You need people that care for you to give you a warm hug and tell you how much you mean to them, and you need to listen to that. Sometimes when we're in this stage, in this very bleak mental stage, it's very tiring, and it doesn't let us listen to our friends. It doesn't let us understand that people are there for us, to protect us and to love us. And this is a good reminder that you are the creator of your own space, and you can allow people to be in it or not. And you don't need to allow people who give you anxiety, or people who can unbalance your environment and your mental space. You need to allow only those people who love you, who give you peace, who support you and your growth, who protect you and care for you. Let's see. What's against group 2 achieving peace? What's against group 2 achieving peace? You get the Four of Swords. I think you're in this debilitating kind of fear, and it's easier not to do something rather than do something. It feels paralyzing to you, and sometimes this card is a positive one. Oh, you need to take a break. But it looks like right now you don't need to take a break. You need to take action. You need to create this future for yourself, this present for yourself, because otherwise you will never achieve this guarded, safe space that you crave for right now. What's against group 2 stepping into their power? What's against group 2 stepping into their power? The Six of Wands. Interesting. So this King of Swords is very confident and very strong and very determined and impartial and whatnot. But I think you're a bit frivolous as well. So you focus on little victories instead of growth, and you perceive them as growth when they're in fact just, think of it like that, it's just a train stop for you. Yes, you might have achieved something at work, but this is not what you wanted. Yes, you might have won, I don't know, $5 in the lottery draw last night, but this is not what you wanted. This is not giving you the protection you need. This is not giving you the peace you need. This is not giving you the love you need. So I think because you're in this headspace, you try to focus on all the good things that you get, but this is not allowing you to heal from the mental pain you're currently in. What's blocking group 2 from healing? What's blocking group 2 from healing? Okay, I'll take both of you. You get the Queen of Swords and the Two of Wands. You're too stuck in your grief, and it's impairing your ability to plan and make decisions. So that's what's happening to you. It's easy, this is why it's easy to sit back and do nothing, or enjoy whatever the good little wins you get from life, because then you don't have to do anything. You don't have to put in the effort. But as I said before, to grow means you need to step out of your comfort zone, and it means you have to go and do it yourself. Whatever you need to achieve, you will have to do it yourself. What's blocking group 2 from healing from this pain, please? Get the King of Pentacles. Because it's kind of easy for you to focus on the material than focus on your soul and on yourself. it's a shame because you have the tools to do it, but it's easier to be stuck in this realm rather than help yourself. What's preventing group 2 from achieving their goal? What's preventing group 2 from achieving protection and happiness? The moon. You're turning a blind eye from some things you need to see and some things you need to confront, especially within you. And unless you do that, unless you actively go ahead and make those choices, I don't see it happening on its own. Let's see. What's one piece of advice for group 2, please? One piece of advice for group 2, please. Okay. I want to see something because I think I saw the 3 of Swords. No, it's just a Page of Swords. Okay. You need to deal with the pain. And for some of you, this might be heartbreak. And for others, it might be just apathy and depression. But you need to heal yourself from it because it's causing you sleepless nights, it's causing you anxiety, it's causing you depression, it's causing you just plainly a bad quality of life when in fact you crave peace and protection and love from others. You need to heal, especially your heart, you need to heal it. And let's see, what affirmation does the universe has for you? Let's see, an affirmation for group 2, please. So, wanting more from others puts me into an energy of abundance. You want, I get this protection image from this card. You want protection from others, you want them to help you, to love you and to care for you. And if you show them that you want that, they will give you that. And it will be an exchange, a flowing of energies between you and them, and you will help build each other up. That's all I have for you, group 2. Please take what resonates with you, and remember that this is always about your own power and how you decide you want things to go. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group 3. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what you're wishing for and manifesting in your life on this blue moon. So please stick around if you chose this tourmaline crystal. Okay, please remember that the messages are not for all of you, but if they don't resonate at all or partially, you are free to choose whatever group you want to choose next. Okay, let's see. So, group 3 gets travel, taking shelter, appreciation, is this me, and wisdom. I like these 2 together. I think you're in a very exploratory phase where your gratefulness and appreciation are blooming, and you have a newfound love for traveling and exploring within you, but also outside. And I know that it's difficult to do that outside because of the current situation. And you feel very comfortable in taking shelters, but also looking within, because you find that within yourself you have all the things you need, and it's giving you a lot of potential to grow. I know these are very mixed messages, but I get this in both ways for you. There's a part of you who wants to explore the outside world and waiting until that's possible, and there's a part of you that wants to explore their inner world and see how you can grow and learn from it. I want to read about this card. This is from the Dark Mirror deck, and it's a very gorgeous shadow work deck, which I really like using. So this corresponds to the new moon phase, and it belongs in the acceptance stage of grief. So it says, I cannot recognize myself, but it's still me. And to me, this speaks about this inner working that you're doing and this growth that you're experiencing. You are accepting of the fact that you might not be the same person that you were when you started this journey, but I think you're very appreciative of this and the opportunity to grow you are having right now. And at the end, it's a really nice progression towards wisdom and growth. I really like this for you. Yes, you can achieve growth by traveling or leveling up, let's say, at work or in a relationship, but I think the most growth you will be doing will be internally within yourself. Let's try and clarify some of these decks, and I'm going to use the Gorgon's Tarot. This is a new deck in my collection, but it's, as you can see, it's huge, but it's a very interesting concept. I pre-shuffled it, but I'm still gonna shuffle it in front of you. Okay. We get the Two of Swords and the High Priestess. So you have two twos, and I'm gonna put them aside because I think they are not part of the messages you need to receive right now. Tell me, how can group 3 achieve this acceptance? Oops. How can group 3 achieve this acceptance? You get the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is always about being wounded, alone, abandoned, and it's a lesson that you need to learn from that. And I think this is how you will spark this journey that you're going through right now. This is you taking ownership of your feelings, of your emotions, of your reactions to things. And this Five of Pentacles, it's a lot of pain associated with that card, but I think this will transform you and mature you in a way that you don't even expect it to do. How can group 3 explore themselves? Okay. How can group 3 explore themselves? This is strength. How much in your face can this be? How much more in your face can this be? The Strength card talks about being gentle but powerful, being honest but brave, being courageous and kind at the same time. It's not the kind of brute force that accompanies the Chariot. It's not that in-your-face power. It's that gentle reminder that I am here and I will not bow down to you. I like this. Also, I get really strong Leo energy from this. How can group 3 appreciate themselves more? How can group 3 learn appreciation? You get the Sun. It's a beautiful card. I see both women here. Oh, 3 women, sorry. Bathing in the light of the sun and bathing in the light of their own happiness and truth, right? And they're both surrounded by very luscious gardens, by very luscious environments, but they are honest and they are happy and they are, I don't know, it's just gorgeous. It's just such a warm feeling. And what I hear from this is you need to be honest with yourself. Yes, you might struggle with recognizing some of the aspects that you are acquiring now, some of the reactions that you're having now to some events. But I think this is your honest truth, and you need to live it, and you need to own it, and you need not to be ashamed of it, because this is still you, and you are allowed to feel whatever you want to feel. How can group 3 take better care of themselves? You get the 9 of Pentacles. Your material world is very present in your thoughts, and you rely on that as a bit of security, as a bit of safety for you. You get this 9 of Pentacles helping you, because I kind of get the impression that your material world is quite stable right now, so you are using that to leverage this dissecting your soul kind of event that you're doing right now. And by being this strong independent on the outside, it's easier for you to dig deep within you without disturbing anything on the exterior side of things. How can group 3 reach wisdom? Get the 9 of Cups. That's what you wish for, and you're going towards it without any second thoughts, honestly. This is what you're doing, and I think this was a decision you had to make. You needed to accept yourself, and you listen to your intuition to be able to go within, to help yourself, to do that legwork within you to help you learn and be grateful and be appreciative of what you had, and to be able to evolve to the stage of wisdom that you currently have in plan. Okay, let's see. What's preventing group 3 from accepting their flaws? What's preventing group 3 from accepting their flaws? You get the Fool. I think before you went on this journey, I think you were a very confident person and very strong-willed and very honest, but I don't know, not stepping outside of your comfort zone because of this Sun card. This is how I feel it. And now you have to accept that you have flaws, and you need to embrace them, because they will lead you towards your end goal, right? But it's such a difficult thing to do, and I don't think you take new beginnings very well. Yeah, you don't take new beginnings very well, and it's quite unbalanced for you to accept it from the get-go. What's the blockage for group 3 to explore themselves and grow? What's the blockage for group 3 to explore themselves and grow? The Ace of Pentacles. This is rooted in the material, as I said. While you feel confident that what you have right now is going to support your journey inwards, at the same time you think, oh, but what if I lose something in the material that gives me stability and structure, just because I want to explore this side of me? That's what's holding you back. You don't want to give up your comfort, and you don't want to give up your achievements just for the sake of achieving this thing that cannot be touched. Wisdom and growth are intangible in the first couple of, I don't know, seconds, months, I don't know, but their lasting effects, you need to think of them. You need to think of the lasting effects that you will experience once you will be finished growing, right? What's preventing group 3 from feeling appreciation and being grateful? The Four of Cups. It ties into the same kind of energy. It's very difficult to accept new gifts when you're feeling apathetic towards them. It's just, what do I need that? You're already set in your ways, so it's very difficult to accept new things. But at the same time, this is something you tell yourself. It's not something that's actually blocking this. It's just something you tell yourself that, this is not worth exploring. Why should I go through so much trouble to grow and evolve and accomplish new things that aren't necessarily visible to the naked eye? What's blocking this exploration of group 3? The Ten of Cups. So you get the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Interesting. It's just the fact that you feel quite safe and happy where you are. So sometimes it feels like there's no need for us to rock the boat. But I think just because things are settled or they look okay doesn't mean we don't have to rock the boat. Maybe rocking the boat will lead to a storm, and from that storm you will find, I don't know, a new species of whales. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you get the point. There are blessings that we haven't thought of just because we don't have the courage to go for that new beginning and experience it, or we don't trust the process for us to grow. What's blocking group 3 from achieving their goal? What's blocking group 3 from achieving wisdom? The Queen of Pentacles. This is a very earthy energy. So this is a very caring, nurturing, generous energy, but at the same time it doesn't step out of their comfort zone. And this is what's preventing you from growth. You want to do it, but then you stop and overthink and say, why do I need to do this? It's not like I'm gonna get something out of it. You don't have to get something out of it. You just need to experience that. And clearly your spirit guides want you to grow and to evolve, and you want that too, but the material world is so safe and cozy for you. It's just sometimes it doesn't feel like worth it, but it is. It is. Okay, let's see. Give me some advice for group 3, please. What's the advice for group 3? What's the advice for group 3? Get the 7 of Coins. The Star. Love this. I love this. And the 8 of Swords. Yes, the fear is debilitating, but take this as an investment for your own benefit. Anything you wish for will come true. You have both the Nine of Cups and the Star, so anything you wish for will come true. You just need to apply yourself and do the work and invest in yourself. Even though it's scary, everything is scary, every new beginning is scary. You just need to do it, and that's it. You don't need to overthinking. It's just a mental prison we create for ourselves. Look at this. So this card, see, the blades are surrounding the flower, but they're not cutting it. It's just like that mental prison that we put for ourselves when you think, oh my God, what if this happens, and what if that happens, and what if that other thing happens? It's just a mental prison we create for ourselves, and the advice is to not do that and just go for it. Let's see. One last piece of affirmation from the universe for group 3, please. One last piece of affirmation from group 3, please. Let's see. What do we have? I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. course. This is your Star card. This is your Nine of Cups. This is your High Priestess. This is everything you want that will come true to you just because you want it and you go for it and you listen to the guidance. That's all I have for you, Group 3. Thank you so much for joining me. Please take what resonates with you. This is always about your own power and how you decide you want things to go. I hope to see you in the next video, but if I don't, thank you for listening. Bye!